Are you ready to make a decision about Cole? Should he be banished? Should he not? Let's be ready today to state our claim so that we are able to have an awesome argument on Thursday. Let's take a look at your persuasive writing banishment folder, which is located in Schoology. You're going to find 3 items in your folder: your persuasive writing assignment for TSB, your persuasive argument organizer, which will help organize your thoughts before you write your final copy and state your position. The first one is the assignment. Let's go over the assignment that we went over yesterday in class. So your writing assignment is this: did banishment fail Cole, or did Cole fail himself? Instructions. We're going to read the following and then create a report for Cole's circle. I want you to notice that today, yes, you are writing a persuasive writing argument, but we're also writing this as we are writing like we are part of Cole's circle. So that means on Thursday, we are going to do a mock circle together and have this argument. So you need to be prepared for this circle. And notice that you're also writing this as an evaluation of punishment. So you're writing it like a report, an evaluation of punishment report. This would be something that the Circle of Justice would have prepared or ready to go to make their final decision for Cole. So your job today: there is more than one way of examining the events that led up to the situation Cole finds himself in at the end of chapter 13. You may think that Cole's banishment has been a complete success or a total failure. Examine Cole's behavior and the events that have taken place on the island since his arrival. Use these events to write an evaluation of punishment report to Cole's circle. Your report should outline the successes and the failures of Cole's banishment and conclude with a summary of who is to blame for Cole's fate. Here are some thoughts to consider. These are the questions that you talked about yesterday in your breakout session. Were Cole's actions his responsibility? Is the circle responsible for not properly punishing Cole? Is Garvey to blame for putting too much trust in Cole? Is anybody or anything else responsible for the outcome? Should Cole be sent back to the island to complete his punishment? Yesterday you had time to brainstorm. Again, you have already seen this, so this is just a reminder of your job. That's your purpose today. Go back into that writing folder and we're going to click on that second PDF, which is the Persuasive Argument Organizer. Now, the organizer is here to help you just organize your thoughts before writing your final paper. Again, what is the argument? So that's where you're going to write that main question that was that was part of your assignment. So let's pull that up so you know exactly what it is that you write there. Where it says, what is the argument? You're going to write, did banishment fail Cole, or did Cole fail himself? So you'll write that in this box here. Now, whatever your choice is where you're going to put your stand. What is your stand? So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose that banishment failed Cole, or are you going to choose that Cole failed himself? You have to put that, whatever your choice, right here. As we talked about yesterday, every argument has a for and against side. And good reporters or people that really have good claims or arguments know both sides of the story. So it's super important that your points for go here and your points against go here. So you're still giving evidence for both sides of the story. Down here is where you're going to really focus on the evidence that goes towards what you believe and how you feel. So how will you address the points against what you're feeling, right? So how are you going to point, if whatever you choose, how are you going to argue that your choice is better? This sounds a lot like persuasive writing to me, right? But with persuasive writing, we need to have that solid evidence to support us and back us up. So you will be using evidence from chapters 1 through 13 to help you argue against your opponent. What further information do you need, if there is any, and what are your strongest points to convince and persuade others? This is super important because remember last year how we learned when we are trying to convince somebody of something, we want to make sure that our strongest points are known and we have our most evidence with our strongest points, and that we usually end with when we do our third reason, we usually end with our strongest points. So let me show you that next organizer so you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to go back here. And that last organizer is my position or my final copy. So when you go and write that final copy and you get to that third reason, because you're going to need 3 strong points, that third reason in order should come last, because that's you're leading up to the big reason of why you feel one way or another. So once you've filled out the organizer, you're ready to write your final position. And again, remember, you're writing this like an evaluation of punishment report. So now you've organized your thoughts, you're ready to write the evaluation. We're just going to call it an evaluation for fun because that's what it would be called in real life. So ready for your evaluation, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your position on that issue. Again, you're going to write either banishment failed Cole, or you're going to write Cole failed himself. You're going to have to pick one or the other. Then it says, develop an argument to convince your reader that your position is right. Your argument should contain at least 3 strong points to support your position. Your points need to be backed up with facts, evidence, and details. You must also have a counter-argument ready for the opposing opinions. Your conclusion must summarize the key points with a call of action. So when they say a call of action, remember, that's where you have to state, do you think that Cole should be banished or put back in banishment, or if he should be put in custody and that banishment was not working for him. So you really have to, by the end, in your conclusion or your summary and your conclusion, you're going to have to make sure you know your call of action. So with that said, make sure when you have completed the argument organizer, then you write your final copy. And then your final copy is what's going to be turned in as an assignment. So I will create that assignment right now and make sure that you upload that final copy or that final position, upload that into the assignment. Make sure if you need more room and there wasn't enough room on that final copy, you can do a couple of things. You can just write it in a notebook if you would rather. You could type it up on Notability and send it to me that way, or you can type right on this this piece of paper right here, and you can just add another note to it if you'd like. However, whatever you're feeling, you're in 6th grade now, so it's okay for you to turn assignments in different ways, whatever you're feeling comfortable, as long as you have that final evaluation sent to me. All right, as always, send me a message if you need any help, and I'm looking forward to our Circle of Justice and what you have decided, our final decisions on Thursday.